here's the new revelations that pretty much put the lid on this whole thing, man. So here is a resurfaced Vine. Cody was popular on Vine before he moved over to YouTube. He's seen kissing another teenage girl, 17, when he was 24 or 25. In fact, I think they were dating even. And the crazy part is he posted this to his own fucking Vine. More proof Cody Code dated a 17-year-old when he was 24. I'll read this. I censored their Instagram handles and Facebook because these girls are not public figures and are victims. They were teenagers. I'm posting this here because we also need public evidence of Cody's predatory past available. The girl on this shouldn't. The girl on his shoulders is the girl he was dating from Vine, where he was seen kissing her, which I'm going to show you guys next. She was 19 on Instagram post dated May 24th, 2016. She would have been 17 on April 13th, 2015 when this was posted. The Vine was made on July 27th, 2015. This means Cody had been with her exhibiting dating type behavior publicly for 4 months. Who knows how long prior? She was still 17. I have to emphasize, he was 24, about to turn 25. So this is a demonstration of a pattern of behavior, for sure. I mean, unless that's your sister, maybe you could. I mean, it's still a little weird. I wouldn't buy. You know what I mean?
Hi, sisters.
Yeah, there's no good way to do that one, eh?
Brother and sister want to make love.
But it wasn't that long ago. Was it like it was totally fine for like
What's your argument?
someone in their mid-20s to be with a 17-year-old?
I think, well, because the way that people put two and two together now, this time, is that they went and they found her 19th birthday post. So I don't think at the time people had access that easily probably to her age.
So, okay, well then this video, how do I, hold on, let me ask you guys a question.
Okay. What do you like? What would you like to know?
I just typed it. Or it's not, sorry, not that, I meant that. And maybe we could do some post-editing blur. Just blur it. We could do that. So I have a video of him kissing her, and I don't want to show her face because she's not a public figure, and I don't want to involve her. So let's go ahead and blur her face, because I do think this video, excuse me, I do think this video is good. I mean, it's important. Not good in the sense that, you know, you guys know what I mean. What's going on here? Oh, there it is.
Who's going to work on that?
I got it.
You got it? You're working on it, Liv? Okay.
Do you have your passports?
Taking over.
In the meantime, but in this video, she's 17? The one where he's kissing her? She's confirmed 17 in that.
This video was a re-upload from like a Vine account that was posted July 2015, right? Let me make sure.
So that would have been, she
would have been 18 during the re-upload. So it could have been right after or right before.
And this is the same girl that was on his shoulders?
Yes.
Okay. So in the meantime, thank you, love, for working on that. This here's an older clip of Cody and Noelle where Cody acknowledges that being with underage girls is bad. Okay. It's a bold, you know, shout out to the people at Cody Code subreddit for the highest resolution videos. They caught him in HD.
It's so tiny.
What are we doing, guys?
Well, it's
what the fuck is this?
Because it's a TikTok that is a vertical video of a horizontal video and now has been converted again. So we're like 3 layers deep of adding black bars on the side.
I hate when this
caught
happens.
in 4K.
Cody has been caught in 120p.
In 4K.
All right, here it is.
What the fuck? Do you imagine being 25 sitting in classes pretending you're 16?
God damn, dude.
Ooh. Can you imagine being 25 and sleeping with a 16-year-old? Almost.
God damn.
Just learning about like the periodic table and shit.
Oh my god.
You're like, yeah. Oh, gold.
Is he sweating a little bit? Is he like...
He kind of looks a little nervous, doesn't he?
He's fidgety.
He feels a little uncomfortable.
Right. I see it.
Girls being like, hey, you're on varsity, right? And you're like, oh, listen.
I can't
Listen,
talk
this
to
is
you.
this
isn't a good idea.
Mother of Christ. This man just said it's not a good idea.
Same key of E.
It's the same key of E.
I'm here for business reasons. Okay, you.
Okay. I mean, that's something. Here's another one of them talking about R. Kelly picking up 17-year-old high school girls. Uh-oh. You guys see that video of R. Kelly singing in prison?
Yeah.
I got it.
It was crazy.
He's got a beautiful voice, man.
No,
It does.
you're right.
He's a,
you
he's
can't
a
deny
real,
that.
he's a real like songbird. I mean, he's truly a bird in a cage
Yeah.
that does not need to fly away.
Yeah.
Actually. This one does. This one needs to be caged up.
Cage it up.
Clip its wings.
It's crazy to think that this like mega. It's hard to wrap your brain around it. This mega famous talent, world famous talent. Okay, Ethan, let's try again. Mega famous, talented singer is just sitting in jail, fucking still doing shows in there.
What a loss.
Rooms, and there's 16 and 17-year-old girls in every room of the studio. And he goes to some other producer or whatever there, and he's like, what the fuck is going on in here?
Look at him self-soothing.
What are all these little kids
rubbing his
doing in
leg.
here? He would go to his fucking form.
R. Kelly's running a high school out of the studio.
Oh, got it. Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I feel he's uncomfortable right now.
Fucking,
Yeah.
And rooms.
Watch this.
And-
I'm gonna do a body language
This week.
analysis.
She says, hi, I was just wondering if I could get some food. And R. Kelly thinks about it. He goes, yeah, come on in. Like that's what he would hold over their head. And it was crazy. And he was doing this to 14-year-old girls. This producer that worked with him,
that.
he said he came down at a point.
He
where
was
it came-
sleeping with 14-year-old girls. That is disgusting. I
And
draw the
gives
line at
this.
15.
It's 14.
Came to a point where he came to the studio and he would look in all these rooms, and there's 16 and 17-year-old girls in every room of the studio. And he
Who would
he
do
goes
that?
to some other producer or whatever there, and he's like, what the fuck is going on in here?
This right here, that's a tell, right?
Yes, Mr. Cody
Just a
is self-soothing
girl to a point where
himself.
this producer
That's what he's
like,
doing,
"Oh, I'm
right?
nervous.
get some food.
Watch the self-soothing
And
that happens.
R. Kelly thinks about it. He goes, yeah, come on in.
You ever watch those true crime on YouTube? They go,
Obviously.
at this point, you can see he's scratching his left ear, which clearly means that he fucked his mom.
Yeah, totally.
Check out how guilty he is.
Like
Oh, yeah.
That's what he would hold over their head. And it was crazy. And he was doing this to 14-year-old girls. This
Notice
producer
he's
that
kicking
worked-
his foot here and lightly grasping his leg. This shows that he's nervous and showing dishonest tendencies. Actual commentary from their videos.
to them. He said he came down at
Look
a
at him
point
go, man.
Yeah,
where it came
bro.
to a point
He's
where he came to the
squeezing.
studio.
Cody is
the
squeezing.
shit.
Yeah, what's going on? What's with the squeezing, buddy? You got to answer for this.
Tight grip on his
He said he
calf.
came down at a point, or it came to a point where he came to the studio and he would look in all these rooms, and there's 16 and 17-year-old girls in every room of the studio. And he goes to some other producer or whatever there, and he's like, what the fuck is going on in here?
He's been afraid of this. Here's the thing. He's known that this is out there, and he's been so afraid of this coming out. He's so scared.
Wonder if Noelle knows.
Nah,
You don't think?
I don't think so. No, because Noel seems like an upstanding guy. I mean, from what I...
Yeah, he does. He does.
There's no way. Why would he know? Like, in what world would Cody be like...
Well, I'm wondering if maybe they were friends and they built this
Oh.
whole empire, and then he found out.
I don't know how long they've been friends. I don't know the history of their...
They became friends when they were both on Vine, I'm pretty sure.
Or maybe when this started to come up like a year ago, we could have asked him about it.
I wonder.
But you can tell he's like, fuck, dude. This is why he's remained so private and he doesn't talk about anything. And when he saw me, he started shitting his pants.
Yeah.
He's afraid. He's been afraid. He knew this was coming. And just like Dr. Disrespect, he got away with it for so long, man. And I mean, he actually fucked a minor. As far as I can tell, Dr. Disrespect was just trying to meet a minor to fuck them.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know.
What are all these little kids doing in here? He would go to his fucking form.
That's
R.
a
Kelly's
fake laugh.
running a high school out of the studio.
Oh, got it.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's like an after-school program. Just
Bro, he would go back to his former high school and just straight pick girls up. And every
Ew. Who would do that?
The best part is coming up in a second.
Who would do that? Just going to high schools and picking up 17-year-olds. Ew.
everyone just they didn't know what to do, and people would talk about it, but no one would believe it. And he called himself the Pied Piper. And the myth
That's
of the Pied
crazy.
Piper is
No, what is it?
he'd like play.
Cody, you know what the Pied Piper
Okay,
is.
so when we watched it this morning, I was like, give me a break. You know who the Pied Piper is? And everyone around me was like, what's the Pied Piper?
The Pied, the
None of these
Pied
people know what the Pied Piper is.
He's got a flute, he plays a tune, and all the kids follow.
Yeah, I thought everybody knew that story.
No.
The Pied Piper. Is it Pied?
Pied.
Pied Piper.
Yeah.
What does he do with the kids? Did they ever say?
Well, I believe in the original myth, he kills them as revenge against like the town or something. But there's been like more kidified versions of it where he's just more like wacky and showing them a good time, I guess. But I believe, yeah, he leads them with his flute or whatever off like a cliff or something.
That's awesome.
Yeah, here, the plot. So, right, there's rats, and he plays his flute, and all the rats come out and follow him, and he's able to lead all the
Wait, what
rats
about
out
the
of town.
kids?
Can I finish the story?
Oh, okay.
What about the Stairway to Heaven lyric? Piper will lead us to reason.
Stairway to Heaven?
Yeah, that's in the song.
Of the Pied Piper?
No, Stairway to Heaven by Zeppelin. The lyric is the Piper will lead us to reason.
Oh, not this one. This Pied Piper is going to lead you straight to a therapist office 10 years from now. Go ahead, Dan. Please finish the story.
Well, I believe it's just, so he takes care of the rat problem, and then they refuse to pay him.
Ooh.
So then he does it again, but with the kids, and then, here, I pulled up the Wikipedia
That's
page.
a bit of an overreaction, don't you think?
Well, all of
Rats
these
will
old
dance for money if you pay
fucking
'em.
middle-age legends, they're all like brutally violent like that for whatever reason, like unnecessarily.
Lots
so.
of kids
Rats will
dying.
dance for
Yeah.
money if you pay 'em.
Should have just went to like small claims court or something.
So what's the moral? Pay your bills,
Pay your bills, dude. Yeah, exactly.
or your kids might be murdered.
Yeah. Here, despite the Piper's success, the mayor reneges on his promise and refuses to pay him the full sum, even going so far as to blame the Piper for bringing the rats himself in an extortion attempt. Enraged, the Piper storms out of town, vowing to
Rats-
return later and take revenge. And then blah, 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 later, he comes back and he does it with the kids. Other versions relate the Pied Piper led the kids to the top of some mountain. In yet other versions, he made them walk into the Weser, which I believe is a river, yeah, as he did with
Jesus.
the rats, and they all drown.
Nope, I don't like that.
Dude, you know what? Why hasn't this been turned into like a Saw-like horror movie?
Maybe there's been versions of
The
it,
Pied Piper?
adaptations of it, yeah.
You want to play a game, kids? It's called Oregon Trail. We're gonna ford the river. Go ahead, Cody. Somebody said Cody wasn't at Noel's wedding.
I did see that.
That's weird. It's possible he couldn't make it.
It is possible.
I saw someone said Kelsey and Noel definitely knew. I wouldn't say that. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt on this stuff, but certainly it's possible.
It's also, yes, it's certainly possible. Certainly possible they found out recently and feel very betrayed. That's what I assume.
Did he move up his wedding? I feel like I read that somewhere. Did you see that?
I know that he proposed to Kelsey 1 week after Tana said on her podcast, when I hooked up with Cody Co. when I was 17, 18, then he proposed to Kelsey on the beach 1 week later.
Music to like lure kids like to follow him and be like their leader and to take them away from their parents. Yeah. I'm only on episode 2 and
How many episodes is it?
It's 6.
Jesus.
I watched that, the Michael Jackson doc. I watched the Madeline McCann documentary. I really don't want a kid now.
Yeah.
They're either gonna disappear and get
Or
fucked
Cody's
by,
gonna fuck him.
by somebody, or
Not like as a child, not like a baby. I mean, he might. I don't know. I don't have any information to the contrary.
Yeah, who knows?
But certainly as a teenager.
Baby sad. Just don't let them hang out with weird famous people.
yeah, but that's
There it
kind
is.
of
That's gotta be rule number one.
the Madeline McCann documentary made me think there's just child rapists everywhere.
Yeah.
They
Is that the abducted in plain sight one?
no, there's that one too.
Okay.
What if I get gamed up by? What if I get?
What's with these fucking? What's with? So there was like in Hollywood, there's like trends, like
Yeah.
true crime documentaries
Yeah.
when all that shit, like Making a Murder and all that shit came out, and now it's true crime documentaries about child molesters.
Yeah.
Every fucking network's got to have one
Yeah.
of those.
What's the deal? It's like everywhere I look, I just can't get it out of my.
It's like that trend is so boring. Let's move on from that trend.
Look at this sick
Here's an
fuck.
illustration from the classic storybook tale.
Oh yeah.
Wait, is that someone's face? Like,
Wait.
Wait a minute.
who is that?
Wait.
Oh my god. That's Cody fucking Cole. No way, dude. It was him the whole time. As Kendrick says, if you got little sisters, make sure to hide, or I don't know what the line is, but something like that. You know
Make
it,
sure
Nate,
to hide
right?
your little sister from them.
A minor.
Anyways.
The Pied Piper.
Everyone's a pedophile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, dude. What if I have a kid and I suddenly become vulnerable, and some dude games me up, and he
We don't have to keep
gets me to
watching
give
this.
him a
I mostly
hand
just
job,
wanted
and
to
he fuck.
get the part of Cody saying.
I'm enjoying it.
Okay, well.
I mean, they're still on the topic.
Do what you will.
Yeah, I'm.
Do what you will.
To my kid.
I mean, it happens to the best of us,
Yeah, it
man.
does happen to the
It
best
happens
of
to
us.
the best of us. You know what's funny is like how weird all this shit is in hindsight, but how like in the like when you're watching the Michael Jackson thing and you're like, dude, how did no one think that having your own personal theme park is fucking weird at the
Yeah.
time?
Yeah.
Everyone was just like, oh yeah. I mean, I guess that's cool. If I had like $1 billion, maybe I'd get my own personal.
I mean, it is sad. I think when you're famous and rich, you get people will like give you so much of the benefit of the doubt. Like, oh, they're just eccentric. Like the eccentric cloak is so powerful, but at the end of the day, like that doesn't apply to anybody for any reason. You don't get that. Like, oh, he's just eccentric. No, if they have a theme park and they sleep with kids in their bed, they're probably fucking them. You know what I mean? Probably. I don't know for sure, AB.
I had fun when I went, so I don't know.
You had fun at Neverland? Oh. You should have never told me that was fake.
If Ela wasn't there, I think I would have went the whole episode.
To fuck.
And then in hindsight, it's, oh no, it's to lure children.
it's to
Obviously,
fuck
it is
kids.
to
Yeah.
fuck kids. But in the moment, you're like, yeah, I mean, no roller coasters or anything. No, it's just a giant hedge that says Neverland. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure, I see that.
I wonder if in 10 years the Drake Diddler documentary comes out.
Yeah, exactly. That shit with Millie Bobby Brown.
That and the
How old
other
was
girl.
Millie Bobby Brown?
She was like,
Now she's like
When
20,
that
I
whole
think.
weird.
I think she was like 14.
yeah, I think she was 14.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was 14.
That's bad.
They're
That's
just
really-
friends.
That model that he was commenting on her pictures when she was 16.
Yeah.
That's not that far off there, buddy.
That's
To
the
be hitting
same.
with yeah.
Yeah.
You don't get to do that.
What the fuck? Man, that shit made me want to vomit.
Which?
R. Kelly being 31 and like charming up 17-year-old girls. And like the
He's talking about you. I don't think they knew. I think they should get the benefit of the doubt at least, unless there's like.
I mean, this video makes it seem like he doesn't know, unless
Yes.
he's hardcore trolling Cody with all.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Man, that shit made me want to vomit.
I mean, listen. At the end of the day, nobody did this but Cody. So
Right. People even tried to stop him, like Gabby Hanna, and he still did it. So
Which?
R. Kelly being 31 and like charming up 17-year-old girls.
That's weird as fuck.
And like the
Bro,
music
what are you
producer like took the
doing?
words out of my mouth. He's like, you know,
When is this clip from?
you-
This is from 5 years ago. This is like when it happened.
No, he's
right.
from-
No, it would have been. It was more like 10 years ago that this happened.
So this, but
he's 32 now, right? Or
5 years ago, he
It
would have
happened in
been.
2015.
So this was like a couple years
It was
after,
a few years after, yeah.
Yeah.
which is pretty damn close. Close
Yeah.
enough to be
Close
like,
enough, for sure.
Mamma mia.
You can just tell when someone's. You just know it. It doesn't matter how much makeup they have. Like you just know it. I'm like, yeah, you do. Like there's a
I gotta go back.
innocence
That was
there. You can-
crazy
my
good.
mouth. He's like, you know, you can just tell when someone's. You just know it.
That's not what I wanted.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That shit with Millie Bobby Brown.
That and the other girl, that model that he was. What the fuck? Man, that shit made me want to vomit.
Which?
R. Kelly being 31 and like.
That shit made me want to vomit. Which part? Just be specific. Which part?
Like charming up 17-year-old girls.
That's weird as fuck. Can we? That's so good.
Yeah, I can pull it.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
Have we had a whispering soundbite before?
That's weird as fuck.
Grows the economy.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
It's weird as fuck, and it grows the economy. That's weird as fuck.
31 and like charming up 17.
I encourage people to post this on TikTok too. This is really good. All right, I encourage us to post it on TikTok.
I got you, bro. I'm on it.
18-year-old girls. That's weird as fuck. And like the music producer like took the words out of my mouth. He's like, you know, you can just tell when someone's. You just know it. It doesn't matter how much makeup they have. Like you just know it. I'm like, yeah, you do. Like there's an innocence about being 17 that's fucking creepy. And I never saw that interview. Oh, he did a well-known interview with Aaliyah, and they're like dressed the same. They're matching clothes, and they're asking him like direct questions, like, "So are you guys together?" And then she's like, "Oh, he's just my best friend." I was like, ugh. It just like, you know. And then of course her first hit song is "Age Ain't Nothing But a Number."
Hey, wasn't Ignition remix about, or Ignition was about? Did you see the shit that his old lawyer?
Get your words together, man.
The distressed?
Yeah, what's going on in there?
Said?
Nah.
His old lawyer is like on his deathbed, and so he was like, "Fuck client."
Yeah.
Confidentiality
It
or
is
whatever.
hot.
He was like,
It's
he's
hot as
guilty as hell.
fuck in here.
He said that the lawyer. I don't know if this is true or not. This is just like what I read. The lawyer had to change the lyrics to Ignition because it was like about fucking kids basically.
Oh.
And his lawyer was like, "You can't release this.
Is that true or is that just
Here,
bullshit?
release this instead," and like rewrote it and sent it back to him.
This is a song about pissing.
Apparently, that's what, I don't know if that's true or not, but I thought that was funny.
Damn. Well, yeah. So the
Noel's
Madeline
really,
McCann one-
he's got him stuck in this combo. He's really not even getting off it. It's
I
pretty
love
interesting.
Noel.
Pretty interesting.
That one is brutal. Granted, I do put a little. I don't want to add fuel to the fire, kind of thing, but or be an asshole just on the outside. So that was a huge case. I didn't know that. It was back in 2007.
Yeah, I don't know anything about this.
Fucking spoiler alert. Because the documentary kind of
Hold
dragged.
on, that little look at the camera, eh?
About this.
He's like Jim if he had sex with 17-year-olds.
Fucking spoiler
that.
alert. 'Cause the documentary.
Imagine Michael Scott goes, "Man, people who have sex with 17-year-olds are the worst."
I don't know anything about this.
Fucking spoiler alert. Because the documentary kind of drags. You can sum it up right here. So Madeline McCann is a young British girl. She's like 3 years old. And her parents went to Portugal with some friends, and they all had kids. And they had some mutual agreement that they would put the kids to bed, and then they would go.
Oh, I know
to
this story. It's
restaurant
horrible.
In the resort, and they would just leave their kids.
This guy knows everything. There's a really, I mean, I watched the whole documentary on Netflix about it. So disturbing, so fucked up. This family went vacationing in Portugal, and it was like a resort. It was like a closed resort.
I know this story.
It's so fucked. I didn't want to get into it. This shit's disturbing. I hate it.
Madeline McCann's mother goes back to her room during the check, and she sees that the door's kind of open, and then Madeline's gone.
Wait, I don't need
and
to
they're
listen to this. I heard
twin-
this, yeah. But anyway, well done, Noel, for making your boy very uncomfortable.
Well done.
So, do we have the edited clip ready?
Yeah, Love sent it. Let me find.
All right. So, as I had mentioned, here he is with a 17-year-old girl, right? Or she's 17 or she's 18?
This was re-upped July 27th, 2015. She turned 18 at the end of May 2015. So this was either taken right before or right after.
Okay. And this was the girl, though, that was on his shoulders when she was
Yes.
17. Yeah. So, here it is.
Oh, it didn't work.
Fuck. Damn it.
So, this was posted to his Vine
It was
account,
Vine, yeah.
which again is like, how long ago was this? What year? 10 years ago?
2015.
2015, 9 years ago.
9 years ago? Was it really that different 9 years ago where you could post yourself kissing a minor?
Well, I think they didn't have like concrete evidence of her age
I don't think people
anywhere.
knew
I think he was
how old
he
she
just
was, yeah.
he thought he was safe.
Oh, but she wasn't a public figure. I
Yeah.
keep forgetting that.
Right.
She was a normie. That means that she was a freshman in high school. Hold on. No,
Yeah.
they didn't even go to school together. If he's 24, she was 25?
24 and 17.
So that's a 7-year difference, which means when he was a senior in high school, bro, don't do the math on that.
She was in middle school.
Yeah.
Yo, bro, I met this high school girl that was hot as fuck.
So wait, hold on, I gotta count. I don't know why. Senior year is 9th grade, right?
Senior year is 12th grade.
Oh, 12th. So you go back 7 years.
So she was in 6th grade.
She just got out of elementary school.
Yeah.
She literally is in her first year of middle
Literally?
school. Literally.
She just switched from a rolly backpack to a binder.
Right.
It's a big step.
One more time, guys.
Oh, it didn't work.
Fuck. Damn it.
I was trying to understand, why did he even post this? Like, what's
your argument?
what's the joke? What's the content?
Oh, it didn't work.
Fuck. Damn it.
I don't get it. Don't get it. Don't like it. And with that being said, that's all I have to say about that.
That's all I got to say.